I'm going to present Mr. Scott Hempstead. He's a tournament angler from all this area, and I'm going to let him use his technique that he has developed himself on my lures. And the main thing he's going to use is depth charge. And I have the smacking shad. I'll use it after he gets finished. I'll show you some things the Topwater plug will do. He's got the deep plug. Mr. Scott, take it away.
How y'all doing today? I'd like to showcase this depth charge and how good of a lure it actually is and being able to present it in the right situation. You know, it's just like having a spinnerbait or a rattle trap. You got to throw it in the proper area. You got to have those conditions proper. But with this lure right here, I'm gonna flip it out through here. I'm sure you've already seen a little bit of it. You can let it slow fall with that wobble. Give it a couple pops up. Let it fall. Bring it up. Nice and easy. These fish do want it. These are tank fish. They've probably seen just about everything. That guy don't even want to let go of it. Looks like he's looks like I actually caught him. The hooks are bent over. I don't know what happened there. Come here, baby. I don't want to boat flip you out of here. How did that happen? That's crazy. He actually got it. Not even with the hook out. I've never seen that happen before. Ever. He got both of them. Nice keeper. All right. Those hooks, those are fully bent over. That's pretty wild. I'm gonna try to keep it away from them. So anyway, back to the situations of how you can work this bait. You can actually work it shallow. You know, it sinks about 1 foot per second. It does sink pretty quick. But when you throw this thing shallow, all right, you can walk the dog with it right under the water. Now it's hard for me to see it. I like to visualize when I'm seeing that lure. But you can walk the dog right under the water, bring it shallow, bring it by some scattered grass. They will come out and they will hit it. But what I like to do in cold water, when those fish get on them deep breaks or in them deep holes, a bluff, you can literally, I'm gonna get it back out there. You just let it fall. Give it one good pop up, let go of it, and just let it slow fall. Bring it back up. I promise you this catches fish. I've got several videos, and I've actually got a quick little story for you. We're at Connors Creek, Milton Hill Lake. We were throwing rattle trap, we were throwing spinnerbait. These fish didn't want anything. And there was fish there, and it was in the winter. I tied this on right from the bank. It was on Christmas Day. Sure enough, as soon as I get it right on that break line coming up that bank, 4.5 pounder comes over, boom, just grabs it. He didn't want anything else, but he saw this thing twitching right on that break, and he nailed it. That is the depth charge. You need to holler at Furlan over there at his booth. Go take a look at a couple of them, buy you a few of them. You know, you don't have to go out and throw it all day. It's not like you're gonna, you know, win every tournament on it, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna put bigger fish in the boat when you're least expecting it with this lure right here. There's no doubt about that. Let's see what we got here. With it being a Topwater. Now, Furlan, what kind of reel is this? My God, I might break this thing. This bait actually on Fort Loudon last year, I was throwing it, had some good rocky areas, rocky points. They were feeding on shad about this size right here, okay? I'd throw it out. I can get it on out there. And if you bring it quick, it actually starts going subsurface. Hang on, I gotta get it out there a little bit. You can actually, it's hard to do it from up here, but you can walk this thing and actually get it down under the water like a shad, actually just kind of subsurface. But I will tell you this, as far as topwater fishing, no doubt in my mind, this is a much different presentation. It's not your original, you know, walk the dog, Zara spook, you know, things like that. It's a very unique bait as well. Furlan's very proud of these lures, and he should be, because they catch fish. So I'm gonna make one more cast with that depth charge, because I just like working it and seeing it. And I'm gonna give it back to Furlan. For anybody that may have just walked up, that's the Redemption Outdoors depth charge. And it is a fish catching machine, that is for sure. One of my favorites is walking it, walking that dog. You want that slack line, just like you're working a topwater. Back and forth, stop it, let it fall. That wobble is one of the key things about this bait right here. Those fish just cannot stand it. I've already hooked one. He's told all of his buddies down there. You know, I could sit here and talk all day about this lure, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep it up to you all to go get you a couple. Depth charge, smack and shad, put a couple in your tackle box, you'll catch fish on it and you'll be glad you did. I'm Scott Hempstall, EastTNFishing. That's Furlan.
Thank y'all.
See y'all.